What if the strangest abilities aren't in movies, but in real life? What the? People caught bending elements, predicting danger seconds before it happens, or vanishing in plain sight. Coincidence, trickery, or something we don't fully understand yet? Watch closely as these individuals do the unbelievable.
What the what? No.
A man on Twitter shared a video of his eye, and it instantly grabbed attention. After losing his eye to cancer, he didn't give up. Instead, he created a special prosthetic eye that actually emits light. It looked like something from a sci-fi movie, but it was real. The most surprising moment came during a power outage. While others struggled in the dark, his glowing eye worked like a torch, lighting the way so he could see clearly. It wasn't just a replacement, it was a tool. He turned a painful loss into something powerful. Some people are born with abilities, but he built his own and proved that even darkness can be redesigned into light. Shadow control.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
What if someone could control a shadow? That question exploded online after a strange video surfaced. A man was playfully holding his friend's hand when something unsettling happened. The friend pulled his arm away, but the shadow didn't move. It stayed frozen for several seconds, completely detached from the body. It looked like it had a will of its own. Many dismissed it as edited footage. But then another clip appeared, showing a man doing the same thing with his sister. Her shadow also remained still after she stepped away. Now people are debating whether certain individuals carry a dark energy within them, something that allows them to command what should never be controlled. If shadows can be separated, are they really ours at all?
1, 2, 3, go.
Car lifting. This video left people talking for days. In the footage, a man entered a parking lot and noticed something impossible. A car being lifted by two men, each using just one hand. The car rose steadily, and no equipment or support was visible. Witnesses were left questioning what they saw, unsure if it was human strength at all. Their power seemed beyond normal limits, something rare and extraordinary. Even after reviewing the video multiple times, it remained unclear how they managed it. It was a moment that challenged everything people thought they knew about human capability. Waterbender. You've seen water move with the wind or by shaking a pool, but what happened here was something else entirely. A man approached a calm river, and with just a wave of his hands, the water exploded into splashes. This wasn't a pool with hidden pumps. This was a natural flowing river. Every movement of the water matched his gestures perfectly, as if it were obeying him. It appeared he was influencing the physical world through precise vibrations, hitting a frequency that forced the water into the air. Witnessing this, it's hard to tell whether we're seeing the edge of science or a glimpse of hidden human potential. Truck puller. A local was walking down the street when he noticed something strange. Two trucks were blocking the road, one trying to move, but stuck with no space to get by. Usually, people would wait or try to find another way, but not this man. In an unbelievable move, he walked up and, using nothing but his bare hands, pulled one of the trucks. He drifted it to the side, clearing the way for the other to pass. Onlookers were stunned. How could a regular person do that? It was as if he had the strength of a fictional world, not a normal human. Telekinetic force. Can you crush a bottle while keeping it at a distance? Well, these people can do it. One man holds a metal can not with his hands, but with empty air. He slowly folds his hand, and at the same moment, the can crushes in on itself. When he opens his hand, the can slowly returns to its original shape, like nothing ever happened. Then, in another video, a man shows something even more shocking. Instead of crushing the can, he makes it float in the air. No strings at all, just the can, hanging in front of him, moving only when he moves. Was it telekinesis? Or people with secret abilities hiding among us? I command.
You know that she gets, like, dimpy at you.
Alright, well then.
This
Hey
is
mom,
really nice.
we're doing alright.
Some college friends were making a video about their daily lives. Everything seemed normal at first, until something strange happened. A boy was passing in the background when he accidentally collided with a girl walking in the opposite direction, causing her books to drop. Suddenly, her eyes began to glow as she tried to scare him, or hypnotize him. Confused, he picked them up and handed her a book. And then he did something odd. He slapped himself. As he was under some possession, he seemed completely helpless, unable to stop himself. But as soon as she walked away, it was like he snapped back to normal.
What did we
Chill
do
out.
today?
Did nothing. We did go to
That's not true. We did lots of adventuring. We were lost most of the day, but...
Light manipulator. In this surveillance footage, an unknown man was seen walking between two rows of parked cars inside a parking lot. At first, he looked like any ordinary person, blending in with the surroundings. But things changed when he raised his arms toward a car. The headlights flickered on, glowing as if controlled by some unseen force. One by one, he passed each vehicle, turning on the lights without touching them, then calmly walked to his own car and drove away. Local security tried to figure out what had triggered the lights, but their efforts led to nothing. A superhero, or perhaps a man from another dimension. Neck twist.
Do I believe in ghosts? No. But one time I ghosted a guy in high school.
A TikTok video is going viral after capturing a woman performing a move so strange it left millions in shock. Looking directly at the camera, she turns her head, but it doesn't stop at her shoulder. Instead, it spins a full 360 degrees, as if her neck had no bones at all. Viewers watched on repeat, finding no signs of editing or tricks. Many believe it's a rare biological anomaly, where the spine allows impossible motion. Others speculate she might be from another dimension. The video ends while the world struggles to explain what they just saw. Instant vanish. A girl and a boy were seen arguing outside Wanda Plaza, clearly angry with each other. They were pushing, shouting, and even throwing their bags at one another. Someone in the crowd began recording. Then came the shocking moment. As the girl suddenly hit the boy, he disappeared instantly, without taking a single step. 1 second he was there, and the next, he was gone. Everyone around stood frozen, unable to believe what they had just witnessed. Was it some hidden superpower, or was he never human to begin with? Car lifting. A girl was looking for something that had rolled under a car, and what happened next stunned everyone. She lifted the car effortlessly with one hand, but that wasn't all. She moved to the side and gave it a gentle push, and the vehicle slid as if it weighed nothing at all. After that, she calmly pulled out her spray, acting as though nothing unusual had occurred. The entire moment was captured on video, leaving viewers speechless. For her, these abilities seemed completely normal, but now the world has seen the proof. She has powers, and she isn't hiding them anymore. Ghost walk. A CCTV camera outside a grocery shop captured an eerie moment one midnight that left people stunned. A man approached the shop, but instead of unlocking the door, he walked straight through it, as if it didn't exist. He entered the shop without touching the lock, moved inside for a few moments, and then exited the same way. His movements were unnatural, almost as if he wasn't human at all. The footage left viewers questioning what they had witnessed. Even now, people replay the video, trying to understand if it was a ghost, a supernatural being, or something else entirely. palm glow.
Tá, vai. Não é possível.
A man shared a video that left everyone stunned. His grandfather held a simple light bulb, and with nothing but the touch of his palm, it lit up, bright and steady, as if powered by some invisible current. Curious, other family members tried the same trick, placing the bulb on their hands, but nothing happened. The glow belonged only to him, as if some hidden energy coursed through his body, beyond human understanding. For a moment, it felt like the bulb was drawing power from something unseen, showing that his grandparent wasn't just ordinary, a silent keeper of a force no one else could touch.
Eu também nunca. Essa aqui, quando eu faço a luz, tu pendura.
Card control. In an office, a man shared a strange video of his colleague that quickly grabbed everyone's attention. In the clip, he was performing what looked like a simple card trick, but it didn't look ordinary at all. The card appeared to move without his fingers guiding it. It slid from one hand to the other, circled around his body, and even passed between his legs without her clearly touching it. At first, everyone thought it had to be clever hand movement, but the more they watched, the harder it became to explain. That's when it hit them. He might have powers beyond a simple trick. Some began calling it psychokinesis, the ability to move objects using only the mind. Mind lifting. A man drew the attention of tourists in a public park when he began struggling to pull a large stone from the ground. At first, he used his hands, straining as he managed to lift it slightly. People assumed it was just raw strength on display, but then he did something unexpected. He stepped back, stood upright, and without touching the stone, began moving his hands in slow gestures. To everyone's shock, the stone shifted again. It lifted higher, even as he stood above it, not making any physical contact. The sight left the crowd stunned. It looked less like strength and more like telekinesis, the ability to move objects using only the mind. Airmaster. A video is going viral online after capturing a moment no one expected. On an empty street, a man was seen making rapid, precise hand movements, as if signaling to the air itself. Seconds later, the atmosphere around him began to react. The air swirled and shifted, following the exact direction of his hands. It wasn't a natural breeze. It moved with purpose. After the clip spread, locals came forward and said they didn't recognize him as anyone from the area. No one knows where he came from or where he went. This has led many to believe he simply appeared to show his power before vanishing back into his life as a mysterious man. Reflection. Void.
What are you saying? You're filming the guy that stole it? No, look, just keep watching. It's crazy.
A shop's CCTV captured something truly bizarre. A man walked past a large mirror inside the store, but he didn't have a shadow. Not on the floor, not on the wall, nothing. For a moment, it even looked like he passed through the mirror's reflection itself. The footage instantly sparked debate. Some blamed strange lighting or a camera glitch, but others noticed something unsettling. As he moved, the darkness on the floor seemed to shrink, as if it was being pulled into him. If the video is real, then he wasn't shadowless. He was absorbing it, and that means the darkness didn't disappear. It simply found a new place to exist. Energy unleashed.
Oh, wow.
A man was holding a piece of paper and staring at it silently for a few seconds. Suddenly, smoke and small sparks burst out of it, as if heat came from nowhere. Soon after, another video surfaced showing an old monk doing the same thing. With just slow hand movements, he caused smoke to rise from a paper placed at a distance. Many first thought chemicals were involved, but this wasn't a trick or a coincidence. It was linked to a 4,000-year-old Chinese practice known as Qigong. This ability isn't written in science books or taught in schools. It's an ancient mastery of inner energy that many believe is only a myth until moments like these are caught on camera. Stormcaller.
Do it.
Don't!
Come on. Prove it.
Not gonna work.
Prove it.
Do you love lightning in the clouds? Then watch this. A man raised his hands, and suddenly bolts of lightning cracked across the sky, the clouds glowing with each strike. Later, a girl on the street did the same, and once again, the heavens responded. Lightning arced above her as if obeying her gesture. At first, people thought it was a coincidence or clever timing, but after multiple recordings, it became clear these weren't accidents. Some humans might actually have the power to control weather itself, bending nature with mere movement, leaving everyone who watched utterly stunned at what is possible.
What the? Oh my god!
Water Walker. People were left stunned after a series of videos surfaced online, one after another, showing men walking on water. The first clip came from China, where an elderly man ran across a calm pond, barely disturbing the surface. Soon, similar videos appeared from oceans, rivers, and lakes. Each man moved effortlessly, as if the water itself supported him. There were no tools, no hidden platforms, nothing to explain it. The footage spread quickly, leaving everyone shocked. Ordinary laws of nature seemed suspended, and yet the men continued their impossible journey across the water. It was a sight that no one could forget, a moment that blurred the line between reality and the impossible. Hidden beings. CCTV footage showed a bizarre sight at a busy traffic light. People were waiting for the signal to turn green when 3 flash-like figures appeared. One of them seemed to be holding a wand. They weren't visible to anyone on the street, only the camera captured them. In a second, a bright flash appeared, and it moved at the speed of light as if guided by the beings themselves. Were these unseen angel beings blessing another entity? Or were they protecting a human empowered by a mysterious force? Whatever they were, no one on the street saw them. Well, the video is all there, leaving to make speculations about it. Wind Controller. A man was driving through the woods when he suddenly noticed someone standing right in the middle of the road. At first, he thought it was just a person taking a walk, but then he saw it. Hand movements controlling the wind around him. Leaves and branches swirling in response. The figure's face was hidden under a hood, completely unaware that his secret had been revealed. What looked like an ordinary stretch of wood suddenly felt different. Maybe these woods aren't just a place of beauty, but a hidden valley where certain people live with powers that most can't understand. Invisibility Cloak. If you are a fan of Harry Potter's invisible coat, then you'd better watch this. A girl in China's office was seen with a magical sheet which she held and, boom, disappeared. Well, it wasn't a trick at all. The reality was out. It wasn't a magic trick or a movie special effect from a fantasy world. Chinese scientists have finally invented a real quantum invisibility cloak. This technology uses special light-bending physics to hide anything behind the fabric. Well, magic is real, but it's being made in a lab instead of a castle. Now, even if you don't have superpowers, you can experience. Floating bottle.
Que la Constitución prevé.
A congressman sat at his desk, papers stacked neatly around him. The room seemed ordinary until a bottle slowly floated across the table, guided by an unseen force. Cameras caught every detail, and the footage sparked worldwide fascination. But it wasn't the movement that unsettled people. It was him. His presence felt unlike any human. Decisions shaping entire nations flowed from him effortlessly, as if driven by a mind not bound to this world. Every gesture hinted at something otherworldly, beings beneath the skin. A being cloaked in human form, quietly pulling strings no one could imagine. Zoom pupils.
1,
Good.
2, do it. What? No.
You have seen many tricks people play with their eyes, but this one easily tops the list. A girl was recording her friend when she noticed something strange. Her friend's pupils weren't normal. They zoomed in and out, just like a camera lens. It seemed deliberate, as if her vision could reach farther than a human eye should. Born with a rare genetic anomaly, this unusual trait was often mistaken for a hidden power. Some called it a gift by God, while others suspected something far stranger, an ability that made her seem almost not of this world.
No, are you joking right now? How are you doing that with your eyes? Your eyes are like...
Instant teleport. People never expected something so strange to happen in a busy city street in China. A local was walking casually when he noticed a hooded lady who looked completely normal, until a glowing ring appeared above her head. The moment she realized she had been noticed, she tried to escape. She ran a few meters, and then suddenly disappeared from the scene. He thought his eyes were tricking him, but other bystanders saw the same thing. Crowds froze, staring in disbelief. A woman ran, and then teleported right before everyone's eyes. That moment didn't just confuse the witnesses, it left them speechless. Until now, they avoided that area of the road in fear. Silent levitation. A man shared a video online that left viewers stunned. In the clip, a stranger floated in midair, completely calm, with no wires, strings, or visible tricks. He hovered there motionless, as if held by some invisible force. It was a clear case of levitation, but how he did it is still a mystery. The footage sparked heated debates. Some claim it's a hidden trick or clever editing, while others insist it's a true display of supernatural power. People are divided, arguing endlessly over whether it's magic, spiritual meditation, or something beyond explanation. Let me know your thoughts. Water controller. A video emerged showing monks in deep prayer, their chants echoing through the temple. At one end, the head monk lifted his hands, and the water in a nearby bucket began to swirl and ripple on its own. No one touched it, and there was no wind. The movement felt alive, guided by an unseen force. It was as if his spiritual energy had taken shape, bending reality around him. Those watching could feel it. This wasn't ordinary. The power of devotion and meditation had manifested visibly, a reminder that some spiritual connections can reach beyond the mind, touching the very fabric of the world. Telekinetic moves. A man has been spotted at different locations, seemingly controlling the world around him without touching anything. In one moment, he dropped a metal can, only for it to stop midair, hover, and lift back up, as if guided by an invisible force. Witnesses could only watch as he moved objects across tables and through the air with his mind. Some say this is proof of telekinesis, a rare mental ability that allows a person to control matter. Rumors spread that he could be part of a secret study or a hidden lineage of gifted ones. Keep your eyes open in crowded cities. He might be closer than you think. Road rescue. On September 5th, 2012, a road surveillance camera captured a moment that left everyone stunned. A truck was speeding down the road when a cyclist suddenly appeared from the left. Just as it seemed the collision was unavoidable, a woman in a black hoodie appeared out of nowhere. In the blink of an eye, she moved the cyclist safely to the side. A faint glow radiated from her hands, and a glowing circle formed around her as she reappeared. The entire act was over in seconds, yet it felt impossible. The cyclist was both shocked and grateful, unsure who or what had just saved his life. Magical floating. In the mountains of Kanchanaburi, Thailand, a Buddhist woman monk was seen floating above the surface of fresh water. Locals and monks say that such feats are possible for spiritually advanced women, able to walk or glide across water without sinking. The sight was captured carefully, showing her calm and steady posture as she moved. There was no visible support, no boards, no ropes, just the serene figure, seemingly defying natural law. Witnesses watched the precision and balance she maintained. It was a rare glimpse into a practice that blends meditation, energy control, and centuries-old spiritual discipline. Cart command. While grocery shopping, a woman walked down an aisle and noticed something unusual. A shopping cart rolled toward her on its own. But what happened next left everyone stunned. With a simple swipe of her hand, the cart changed direction, moving exactly where she pointed. The CCTV camera captured the entire moment, showing her controlling the cart without touching it. Shoppers who saw the footage were left speechless. After that day, she was never seen again. Whether she was human or something else entirely, her powers were beyond anything ordinary, an ability that defied explanation and left a lasting mystery. Monk levitation. A magician traveled to Nepal to meet a Buddhist monk known for his mysterious abilities. During the interview, the monk invited him to watch closely. Sitting on the ground, surrounded by flickering candles, he began reciting chants in a calm, steady voice.
Right now he's saying his mantra.
Then something unbelievable happened. The monk slowly lifted off the ground, hovering in the same sitting position. His body remained perfectly still, yet he floated a few feet in the air. The magician and others present could hardly believe their eyes. It was clear that this was no ordinary trick. He had demonstrated the ancient art of levitation, a rare and extraordinary skill.
How is he doing that? Are you guys seeing this?
Silent disappearance. A CCTV camera at the back of a home captured something no one expected to see. Late at night, a person in a dark hoodie walked quietly into the yard and sat down, as if waiting for something. He didn't knock, didn't move around, just sat there calmly. Suddenly, a bright flash of light appeared around him. It wasn't like a car headlight or lightning. The glow surrounded his body for a split second, and just like that, he vanished. No running, no hiding, simply gone. When the homeowners reviewed the footage, they were left terrified. Maybe it was a portal opening in their yard, or it may have been something not entirely human visiting in silence. Vanishing van. A parking area CCTV captured something that no one expected. A black minivan slowly drove in and stopped too close to another parked car. The driver stepped out, locked the vehicle, and walked away. Moments later, a young man dressed in black appeared and tried to open his own car door, but there wasn't enough space. He struggled, squeezed through the gap, then tried pushing the minivan. It wouldn't move at all. Then he stepped back, raised one hand toward the van, and the impossible happened. The minivan rolled backward on its own, even though it was parked and locked. With enough space cleared, the man calmly got into his car and drove away, leaving behind footage that still has no clear explanation. Phasing out. Surveillance footage outside a small shop captured something impossible to explain. A person was walking normally along the road, the street calm and unchanged. Then, in the middle of the frame, the image around them started to blur. Within seconds, their body faded, and he disappeared right there on the road. No sudden turn, no vehicle passing, no place to hide. When the clip was replayed, the vanishing looked even clearer. It wasn't fast movement. It was as if the person simply phased out of this reality. It seemed like not everything walking beside us belongs to the same world we do. Air levitation. A shocking video was shared online anonymously, and it immediately caught attention. In the clip, a man standing on the ground suddenly began to rise into the air. There were no wires, no support. He simply lifted up. Even more surprising, he adjusted his position mid-air before gently returning to the ground as if it were completely normal. Some believed it was just a staged illusion. However, people familiar with spiritual traditions pointed toward lagama, a mystical ability mentioned in certain Hindu teachings, where an advanced practitioner becomes so light that they can defy gravity. If this wasn't a trick, then what we saw wasn't entertainment. It was something far deeper. Instant protection. A man was walking his grandchild along a footpath when, suddenly, an unseen force swept them away from danger in an instant. At the same time, a rock fell from a nearby roof, landing right where they had been moments before. The speed and precision of the rescue left no doubt. Some extraordinary being, whether a superhuman or a divine entity, had intervened just in time. That split-second act saved their lives. Sometimes protection comes from powers far beyond ordinary human understanding. Human levitation. These videos add to the growing evidence that some humans among us might possess extraordinary powers. In one clip, a man walking along a footpath suddenly lifted straight into the sky, defying gravity in a way no ordinary human could. That wasn't the only shocking instance. Another video circulating online showed a man in a park levitating effortlessly, suspended in midair with nothing beneath him for support. Both clips hint at abilities that go far beyond normal human capacity. Pen levitation. A mysterious video surfaced showing a masked man performing an unbelievable feat. With only his eyes on a pen and subtle hand gestures, he made it levitate effortlessly in midair. The clip offers no clues about his identity, and how he accomplished it remains completely unknown. One thing is certain, the ability he displayed goes far beyond normal human capability, hinting at powers that most of us can barely comprehend. Floating girl.
Tarzan, ко мне!
A mysterious video sent by a viewer captured a scene that looked straight out of a movie. A man was walking his dog in the forest and casually turned on his phone camera. As he called for his dog, he noticed something strange. A little girl floating in the air. She hovered for a few seconds, moving slowly, before gently landing on the ground. Nearby, a calm woman, likely her mother, watched closely. When they realized someone was watching, both turned and quickly walked away. The man and his dog tried to follow, but they vanished between the trees. The dog couldn't even catch their scent. Wall climbing. A girl student was challenged by her friends to reach the 3rd floor of the school, but there was a catch. She couldn't use the stairs. Her friends watched, thinking it impossible. Without hesitation, she approached the wall and began climbing. With each jump and grip, she scaled it effortlessly, moving like a spider on a surface. In moments, she reached the 3rd floor. For her, it was natural, a skill she used often. Her friends, however, were left stunned, realizing that she wasn't just any student. She possessed abilities that defied the ordinary, climbing like a creature far beyond human limits. The video has definitely reached its end. I will see you again with another WoW video. Until then, you can check these other videos out for a WoW dose of entertainment and knowledge.